Tanner Wilson says, besides Beto O'Rourke, what other congressional races should we be excited about?
I think the Delaware Senate primary, Tom Carper, who's been in office since the late 1970s and has typically sided with corporate interests, as Delaware is a very corporate-dominated state. He's had a rather militaristic approach to foreign policy, voted for the Iraq War and a lot of other foreign aggression, is facing a primary challenge from Carrie Evelyn Harris. Harris has the backing of a lot of the team that supported Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in New York. And so, this is another one of these grassroots campaigns that is trying to contact every voter. They're phone banking relentlessly. They're going to be outspent probably 30 or 40 to 1, whereas Ocasio-Cortez was outspent like 10 to 1. But it's a very small state, and if there's low enough turnout, but Carrie Harris can get her supporters to the polls, that's possible. And it's a Senate seat. House seats are all fun and interesting. This is a Senate seat.
Okay, Mack Simpkins says, what do you think the chances are with Zephyr Teachout? He could see Teachout winning, but maybe not Cynthia Nixon.
Yeah, good question. So Zephyr Teachout, who is a extremely well-respected and aggressive progressive lawyer running for New York Attorney General, recently got the endorsement of the New York Times. And in New York, that matters. Arguably, they lifted Eric Schneiderman out of a crowded primary field and made him Attorney General. And so she certainly is now considered to be the number one opponent of Tish James, who is Andrew Cuomo's candidate for Attorney General. And I think why, there are a number of reasons why I think Teachout may have a better chance than Cynthia Nixon. One of them is a lot of people assume that Cuomo's going to win. And okay, if Cuomo's going to win, and I don't necessarily want Cynthia Nixon, then let's have a check against him. And the American voters are very moved by the idea of a check against somebody. It's why you almost always see in the midterm right after a president is elected a backlash. You saw it in 2010, you saw it in 94 with Clinton, you saw it in 82 with Reagan, on and on. You consistently see this kind of pushback. 78 with Carter. And so this is not the same thing, but it's the same idea that, okay, Cuomo's going to be governor. Let's at least get somebody in there who's independent of him, has proven she's independent. She ran against him for governor 4 years ago, and has run her entire campaign saying that she's going to aggressively challenge corruption in Albany and corruption in the Trump organization, which is situated in New York, and which she would have direct oversight over.
So William Daniels is confused about, ethics have become so just low at this point in our government.
I mean, the money has taken over politics completely, and so there are different factors at play for different people like Cohen and Manafort and Hunter, but they're all interesting in their own way, in that they're all kind of charlatans and con artists who didn't really have a lot of kind of ideology anymore, but were just kind of in politics for the lifestyle. And as we have entered an era of extreme economic and wealth inequality, the people who make the laws, like in Congress, wind up rubbing elbows mostly with the super rich. And they feel like, because they're in these situations, the super rich are genuflecting to them, that they are their social equals. And so if they're their social equals, why are they not able to have a $5 million home? Why are they not able to take lavish vacations? I'm an equal with this oligarch. Why can't I be enjoying the same things they are? And so then they find ways to use their position of public influence and power to extract more money. And then they wound up getting caught only in the most unusual of circumstances.